Welcome to Jumpers for Goalposts, your weekly non-league show for the West Midlands. I want to start this week by wishing Liam Spink of Bromsgrove Sporting all the best for his recovery. Had a really serious injury midweek against Nuneaton Town, so all the best, Liam. Hopefully the recovery will be short and you'll be back on our park as soon as possible. Let's start in the Evo-Stick Premier Division, and Hensford Town hosted Stalybridge Celtic at Keys Park. Here are the highlights courtesy of Hensford Town TV.
started running. Getting exciting now, though, isn't it? Lightning the cup.
A good win there for the Pitmen at home to Stourbridge Celtic. Halzo in town were at home as well. They welcomed Marine to the Grove. Here are the highlights courtesy of Yelts TV.
Get into them. Right off.
Do it! Come
Elsewhere in the Evo-Stick Premier Division, there were defeats for Stafford Rangers, for Rushall Olympic, for Stourbridge and for Sutton Coldfield Town. And with the FA Trophy taking priority, there's only a couple of games in the Evo-Stick Premier Division this weekend. Locally, Rushall Olympic are at home to Mickleover Sports. In the Evo-Stick South, leaders Baseford United picked up 2 wins, and there were 2 wins as well for Chasetown, who's starting to move up the table. Alvechurch continue to fly high. Here are the highlights from their game at home to Sheffield FC, and keep your eyes peeled for an absolute worldie.
Ben, drop on the edge! Ben! I've got to remember
on the versus back in the 41st minute. Number 4, Tommy Sargent. What's the matter?
Drop it! Brownie! Swing! Get in the box, mate! Go on, James! Get in the box! Brownie's twisting you all over the place. Oh! Keep going! Deliver. Back it up, Yashin.
Hit it.
Follow it in. Pick up Jamie, coming in, Jamie! Yes! Well done! Drop it! Hey! We've got to keep on this! Go Charlie! Go Charlie! Fuck off, Jew! Time to shoot over the road for shooting! Ben, whisper the info! Come on, Ray! What are you doing? Line up! Line up! Fucking hell!
Yeah, that goal from Danny Doobie, that has gone viral. I think best part over 1 million views now. So well done to the guys at Hazlehurst TV. You should be really proud of that. This weekend in the Evo-Stick South, leaders Baseford United travel to Romulus, a game they would be expected to win. Chasetown are at home to Bedworth United. And Hazlehurst welcome Newcastle Town to Lime Meadow, and that should be an attractive fixture. It's also FA Trophy weekend this weekend. It's the third qualifying round, and the National North and National South sides are now in the competition. Some great sides, great ties for some of our local sides. Stafford Rangers travel to Lincolnshire to face Gainsborough Trinity of National North, and Stourbridge also face National North opposition. They're travelling to Bradford Park Avenue. Not an easy place to go, particularly if it's been a bit damp. It's been another busy week in the Total Motion Midland Football League, and in the Premier Division we have new leaders. Sporting Castle taking over top spot after their 3-0 win at Lytown. Bromsgrove Sporting welcome lowly Quorn to the Victoria Ground. Here's the coverage from Sporting TV. Great win there for Bromsgrove Sporting, keeps them well and truly in that promotion push. But watch out for Coventry Sphinx. They're up to 4th, 6 league wins on the trot. Here are the goals from their win at AFC Wolverhamptonians. Coverage courtesy of Martin Warren, a new contributor to the show. Thank you, Martin.
Finish it. Come on! Come on! Yes!
Goal for Coventry Sphinx for after 13 minutes by number 7, Jamie Towers.
Come on!
Second goal for Coventry Sphinx for after 39 minutes by number 9, Ryan Harkin. Goal for Coventry Sphinx for after 42 minutes by number 11, Aaron Donaldson. Goal for Coventry Sphinx scored after 55 minutes by number 9, Ryan Harkin. Goal for Coventry Sphinx scored after 63 minutes by number 7, Jamie Towers.
Good win there for Sphinx, who keep scoring goals as well. Now, last season, Coventry United ground shared with Coventry Sphinx at Sphinx Drive. They've moved to the Butts Park Arena. Crowds have increased, a significant increase for United, and they've got some momentum on the park as well. Here are the highlights from their win over Long Eaton United. Commentary courtesy of Coventry United TV.
There's Lewis Rankin with Coventry United. Shields ball from Scanlon. He's forced out of play. It's actually taking a touch of Gamblin on the way out. The United will have the throw. Rankin whips it in, looking for Craig Reed. Oh, what a start! What a start! Craig Reed flicks it home, and Coventry United in 4 minutes lead at the Butts Park Arena. Simple finish, the near post for Craig Reed. A player of his calibre is always going to take that chance. And United assert their authority within the first couple of minutes. What a way to begin proceedings at the Butts Park Arena. The Red and Green Army are rocking at home. Elaney's throw short to Rankin, back to Elaney. Rankin in support, finds Rankin again. Elaney's still there, Piggin offering the short option as well. It's Elaney now to Craig Reed, further down the line, takes it around the defender. Rankin on the edge of the box, Rankin kills one, and unlike previous weeks, this one straight into the hands of Scott Lowe. We've seen him score some spectacular goals, 2 brilliant efforts at Quorn, and one which will certainly be in contention for the goal of the month category for this month. As his second goal against Quorn. That one not quite as ferocious, not quite as accurate, straight into the grasp of Scott Lowe for Long Eaton United. It remains 1-0 to Coventry United at the moment. Can he cut in? He's got Reed in support. It's into the area towards Chris Cox, met in the air by Hawkins. Onto the left with Jack Jays. He scored twice in the last couple of matches. He may try again. It's caught well the near post by Scott Lowe. Held well by the Long Eaton shot stopper Jack Jays. A taste for goals after a successful couple of games since his return from Bedworth United. Can he make it 3-3? Well, with shooting like that, he's certainly got a chance, but Lowe was equal to that one. Piggin nods it on. Here's Jack Jays. Tries to turn head onto the right-hand side with Rankin. Cox wants it through. Rankin may go alone, and once again, simple catch for Lowe. Lewis Rankin to whip it in from this right-hand side. What's his delivery like? It's put in. It's going to Mitch Piggin at the far post. 2-0. Goalkeeper dives too early, and Mitch Piggin saw his opportunity. That's what he does. Mitch Piggin doubled the lead for Coventry United. Cracking delivery from Lewis Rankin. It came to the feet of Piggin. Lowe decided to go early. He went too early. Piggin saw some free space in the net and he popped the ball straight into it. Long Eaton United are in trouble now. Coventry United 2, Long Eaton United 0 in the Midland Football League Premier Division. Coots can't get away from Chris Cox. He pulls Cox to the floor. Referee says no foul. Forward ball with the United player and put through by Lewis Rankin. It's Mitch Piggin for a second. Oh, he's put it wide. Oh, what a chance! I think Piggin thinks he should have done better with that. I think a lot of people in the stadium would agree with him. A brilliant opportunity to score a second goal within 60 seconds of his first, and that would have put the game to bed. Looking for one more goal before the break. Taking a 3-0 lead into half-time would surely be curtains for Long Eaton. Not done by Piggin. Down to earth by Craig Reed. Lovely back heel. It's Lewis Rankin. Curls one. And it's down low by Scott Lowe. Pretty simple save. But once again, Lewis Rankin trying his luck. He wants that goal. Hasn't found it just yet. Puts his laces through that one. Cox nods it on. In towards Jack Jays. Into the bottom corner. Offside. Offside, it won't count. Oh, the euphoria on Jack Jay's face has just been wiped away. Oh, what a shame for JJ. It was a cracking finish as well. What a way that would have been to make it 3 goals out of 3 in his opening 3 matches. He's returning from Bedworth United, but the linesman on that far side spotting that Jays had strode past the last man a little bit too quickly for his liking. Reed down the right to Lewis Rankin, back to Reed, encased on that right wing. Rankin tries to do something about that and cuts in a sea of navy blue. The ball bobbles to the left where Tom James is waiting. What will he do with this one? Towards that far post. Crossing option on the right hand side now for Craig Reed. He's got a couple of options in the centre. Reed into down the poke. Oh, lovely! Oh, that's some of that. A nice little back heel into the goal by Aaron Opoku. Well, if it wasn't before, that is game, set and match. Just as he did at Grange Park last month, Aaron Opoku is able to score the 3rd goal for Coventry United. Off the bench, on the score sheet, that's the way he likes it. And Coventry United seal the 3 points against Long Eaton for the 2nd time. There it goes. And there's another one for Coventry United. Aaron Wint at the far post. Lowe couldn't keep it out. He pumps it into the side netting. And Coventry United lead by 4 goals to 0. Reed. It's back to Rankin. This for 5. Oh, you better believe it's 5.
That was going to be a goal.
Stick that one in the highlight reel. Lewis Rankin, ball to feet, pass. straight in the net. And thus ends the action at the Butts Park Arena, clinical Coventry. The Red and Greens were 5-0 victory at home to Long Eaton United. The rich vein of form continues. The last 3 matches for Coventry United, 13 goals scored, zilch conceded. More of the same, please, Terry Anderson. I'm sure if he had his way, it's exactly what we'll get over the next few weeks. The final score, the Butts Park Arena, Coventry United 5, Long Eaton United 0.
At the bottom of the Premier Division, Shawbury United really battling to pick up points. They travelled to Heanor Town, a long journey from Shawbury over to Heanor. Here are the highlights courtesy of Town TV.
So I'm here with manager Glenn Clarence and assistant managers Steve Hamilton and Paul Postlethwaite following the 1-1 draw with Shawbury United in the Midland League Premier Division. And Glenn, you asked for a reaction from the players after Coventry United. Were you pleased with the way they performed today?
Yeah, I think we've given Shawbury another cheap goal, Chris. But I think we played a lot better than we did Tuesday. I think we played some decent football. I think we worked hard, hunted impacts and created lots of chances. So probably a cliche, but you're bothered when you're not creating chances, then you're not. So we've created enough chances to win that game today. Just going through a little bit of a slump at the minute, and we're not the only team that will do that this season in this league, and we're not the only team that will do that in any league in the world. Every team in the world will go through a slump. So we've not lost, as we said before, and this is not an excuse. This league's a tough league. Anyone can beat anyone. Shawbury have recently had some decent results. They beat Worcester, drew with a couple of sides up there, and lost by the odd goal to 2 or 3 more. So they're no mugs, as are no one in this league. But we should be beating Shawbury. We should be winning that game on the chance we've created. But we didn't. So we need to shake ourselves and move on. Can't change it, can we?
No. And Pos, Glenn touched on it. We created a lot of chances today, some clear-cut chances as well. We just couldn't convert them. How frustrating is that for you?
It's frustrating for me. It must be doubly frustrating for the players out there because they're working hard to create them chances, and it's not a one-off. We're creating chance after chance after chance in lots of games, and we're not finishing. Again, if you want to talk cliches, goals win your games, and we aren't scoring enough at the minute. And to compound that, we're conceding 1 or 2 soft ones, and those two added together ain't going to bring you many points. But if we keep creating chances, I think we said on the podcast 2 or 3 weeks ago, if we keep creating chances, somebody's going to get it hiding, because we are creating, and I thought the build-up play today to make those chances was much more controlled, much more precise. It wasn't long ball. We played some really nice stuff today, which is good to see. So if we keep pushing in that direction, then we'll come out of this. We'll come out of this the right side, definitely, because we work too hard not to. And we've got too many decent footballers not to. So yeah, we'll come out the right side of this.
And just on the incident at the end with Elliot Reeves and their goalkeeper, I saw you talking to the linesman. What did he say?
Yeah, the linesman thought the referee was going to blow up for a foul. He didn't, so the linesman blew up for a high foot from Elliot towards the goalkeeper, which I'd like to see back again, because I'm not sure how high his foot was. I thought he nicked the ball before the keeper did. All a bit messy, but to be fair, the linesman spoke to us properly and explained his decision, so fair dues to him for that.
Okay, and Hamo, after the high tempo start to the season, do you think that the pace is catching up with the players a little bit?
Well, possibly, but if the pace is catching up with them, I don't think it's pace as in legs. I think, if anything, it's pace as in their heads, their mentality and in their brains. Maybe there's a little bit of that, but they don't outwardly show signs of that. We've played well today, but means absolutely nothing to any of us or any of the players in there, because we've got a point out of a game that if we've any ambitions to be a top 6 side this season, we've got to be beating them. Credit to them though, bottom of the league, but they score goals in every game. I thought their 9 was a very good player, 7 a good player as well. They've got good players in there. They're not they're no mugs at all. But from our point of view, we've just got to relax a little bit in and around the box, because they're getting snatched at, and we're taking shots when there's better options on. And I don't want to get at any player really for taking a shot on goal, but we've created enough opportunities and chances to put the ball in the back of the net. I think we've hit the post once or twice. Just disappointed that we can't put the ball in the back of the net at this moment in time. It's 3, 4, 5 different people taking opportunities, and it's different people each and every game, because it's not just today that we've not taken our chances. In the last 4 or 5 games, really, we've had enough chances to win 2 games, but we just can't convert it. Sometimes you can't give players, the experience that they need at that moment in time to just relax and, stroke a ball into the back of the net. And we just need an ugly goal from somewhere, off the back of someone's backside or whatever it might be. That's what we need at this moment in time. But we've got to get 3 points out of that today, and that's not trying to give any discredit to Shawbury. We've got to come away with that with 3 points, and we haven't. So we go back to training, work on things, and try and put it right next Saturday.
And it was a positive to see Jamie Slay come back from injury as well, who's another player who can start putting the ball in the back of the net, along with Reeves and Vickers and a few other players. Glenn, there's a week before the next game against Loughborough University. Does this week present itself with the opportunity to bring the players in for some training, which we might not have had in the past with the Monday, Tuesday games, which have been happening regularly?
Yeah, we'll be setting the training, Chris. But again, like I say, I think we need to not beat ourselves up too much if we're not creating chances.
This weekend in the MFL Premier Division, game of the day has to be the one at Pack Meadow. It's Coleshill Town at home to Coventry United. Difficult to choose that one. Be interested to see how Coleshill go. Jordan Adat has moved on in his 3rd club of the season. He's now back at Alfchurch. So, someone has to take up the scoring reins from Jordan. Be interesting there. Leaders Sporting Calcer entertained Shepshed Dynamo in a game that is again at the Asprey Arena. So I just want to re-emphasise, it's at the Asprey Arena, it's at Noose Lane, not at Castlecroft. There's a local derby at the Victoria Ground as well, where Worcester City entertained Stourport Swifts. And be interesting, Worcester have lost the last couple, so they need to bounce back, and not going to be an easy game at all against Stourport. Into Division 1 of the Midland Football League, Walsall Wood are the new leaders. They took over from Studley. They had a 5-2 win at Heath Hayes. Guaranteed goals, aren't we, at Heath Hayes? Side to watch has to be Ilkeston Town. 9 wins on the trot in all competitions. 7 wins on the trot in the league. Here are the highlights from their win in midweek at Bowlall Swifts. Commentary from Mark Brooks.
Throw into Alex Marshall. Good turn. Oh, cross comes in. And Marshall. Oh, good save by Cotter. Okay, I think this is Bennett with the free kick. Bennett. Oh, he's run on. And it's gone in. He's beaten Dom Cotter. Well, a little bit wind assisted, I think. He's unlucky. 1-0 to Ilkeston. Benny with the goal.
Fairclough.
Play forward towards Marshall. And Wayne's misjudged it. And Alex Marshall makes it 2-0 to Ilkeston. An early goal for Ilkeston. And, well. With the corner.
I don't think, you know. No, it's not that good. Get in! Get in!
It's a good one. It's free. Oh my goodness gracious me! Well, it's Tom Marshall, and I think.
Yes, it's Tom Marshall.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good ball, and it's a.
Come on!
And it's a goal! Yes! Oh, it was not.
And as I said earlier, we've had a couple of new contributors this week, and I'd like to thank David Hartup for getting in touch. And he sent us a couple of goals scored by Danny Carter for Littleton in their 3-1 win over Heather St John's.
Come on, man. Get in the box.
Put him in!
Go on, man. Give him over there now. And again, and again.
Now, last Saturday, Atherstone Town had an early kick-off at Cadbury Athletic. Didn't seem to affect them at all. Here are the highlights, again, courtesy of Mark Brooks.
Right, it's Mitch Thompson. He's a naught. Oh, good ball, Mitch Thompson again. Can he get across? Oh, it's just over. It's unlucky. Into the box to join Norton, Shorthouse and Ryan Quinn. It comes in, it's towards Norts. Norts flicks it on. Yes, oh, and Luke Shorthouse. Well, he was offside anyway. It's an all good header out. And can George get there? No. Oh, dear. O'Dane Barnes. Oh, it's all and others. Well, Butcher's there and he can hit a good free kick. That's for certain. And it is Butcher. Oh, it's just over. Baxter. He's Luke Shorthouse. He's Danny Harris. Lovely ball to Quinn. Can he get a good cross in? It is. It's Mitch Thompson. Oh, it's hitting over. Crossing. Oh, squares it. Good chance. And they pull it over. It's Quinn. Oh, what a ball. Here's Mitch Thompson. Still Mitch. Oh, good save from Parsons and cleared. Oh, nice ball from Quinn looking for Luke Shorthouse. Oh, Shorthouse is in. Oh, no. And oh, my goodness gracious me, Lino. Jesus. Oh, dear. Here's Baxter. Mitch Thompson. Luke Shorthouse. Oh, yes, Mitch Thompson again. Can he get a cross in? He does. It comes on. Yes, it's Alex Norton. 1-0 to the Adders. And Butcher was a tad unfortunate, but came off him right into Norton's path. But well done, Mitch Thompson. Well done, Luke Shorthouse. All down the line to Nort. Nort holds it up. Does well. Still Nort. Good ball to Danny Harris. Here's Quinn. Still Quinn. Oh, it's nice, Baxter. Shorthouse, yes, it's 2-0. Absolutely fantastic. Kai Green, beautiful ball into Baxter. Man on. And can Shorthouse. Oh, it's brilliant. It's Norton. Oh, Mitch Thompson. And ref! Yes, Danny Harris is brought down. It's a penalty. Yes, it was a clear one. Okay, we got Alex Norton with this penalty. Can he give the Adders a 3-goal lead and grab a brace? Oh, he's saved. And it's a good save from Parsons. And, well, it's the first one I've seen him miss. Oh, he's being held. Yes. Oh, hooray. Okay, we got a free kick to the Adders. Butcher's been sent off for an altercation with Alex Norton. Danny Harris and Carl Baxter there. Could be Danny Harris. Oh, he come through. Yes! Danny Harris scores. It's 3-0. Here's Ron Quinn still. Oh, he's done ever so well. Can he get across in? He does. Luke Shorthouse. It's just over. Here's Nathan Haynes. Oh, it's a good effort. Oh, it's just over. Here's Danny Harris. Danny. Quinn. Oh, it's a good save from Parsons again. And it's a throw. He's done well. So Dane Barnes chasing it now. Oh, good effort. Oh, he's hit the bar, has it? Oh, and they follow it in and they scored. It's now 3-1. Nice ball down the line to Miller. Alan Miller. Yes, Quinn again. Oh, good save. Oh, keeper miskicks it. And it's Luke Shorthouse. And it's in. Yes, it's 4. And, well, Luke Shorthouse gets himself a brace. Lovely ball, it's Alan Miller. Danny Harris is getting there. Oh, he's let it go. It's Captain Willow. Oh, it's just wide, and Captain Willow is unlucky. Still 4-1.
Yeah, another good win for the Adders. And it's the Adders that feature in my game of the day this weekend. They host the leaders, Walsall Wood. Expect a big crowd at Sheepy Road and expect a good game as well. I think that one could be quite tight. It should be interesting to see how Atherstone do there. And if you're looking for goals, you know where I'm going to send you. Heath Hayes at the Coppice Colliery Ground. They're at home to second place Studley. And I think that could be a high scoring draw, as it generally is with Heath Hayes. Into Division 2 of the MFL now. And leaders NKF Burbage have now got a 6-point lead. A 3-1 win over Droitwich Spa last weekend. Pushing them along. But the result of the day for me came from Bloxwich Town, who beat Montpellier 4-1. Great result for Bloxwich. Really dented Montpellier's push at the top of the table. This week in the league, the game I'm picking out is Hampton against Knoll. But one game very much to look out for is in the President's Cup. It's in the quarter-final of the President's Cup. It takes place at the Glades. And who is it? It's Smithswood Firs at home to NKF Burbage. Two really good sides. Two sides in great form. Promises an awful lot, that one. Into Division 3 of the Midland Football League. GMP Sports maintained their 100% record. An 8-0 win at Castlevale Town. But they weren't the only team to score 8. Inkbarrow also won 8-0. They beat Continental Star at home. Nathan Davies scoring 6 for Inkbarrow. Not a bad achievement, is it, on a Saturday afternoon? And in the Birmingham Vars, FC Stratford entertained West Midland Regional League Wolverhampton United. And here are the goals from that game. another good win there for FC Stratford, and they're back in league action this week. Two sides with 100% records in Division 3. GMP Sports travel to Boldmere Sports and Social Falcons, and the aforementioned FC Stratford, they're away to CT Shush. But the game of the day for me is in Bartestry. It's second against third, Bartestry at home to Ulster Town. As usual, plenty of reserve and under 21 football, and we always like to bring you some goal action from one of those divisions. And here are the highlights from the game last weekend between Lichfield City Reserves and Alvechurch Reserves, and it comes courtesy of Lewis Glennon.
Oh, come on! Unlucky, Jim! You got it, take it. Whoa! Great defending. You got him, Lewis, you got him! Chip loose! Yes! Striker! Route 1. Forward through. Oh. Oh, we're mates as well. Well done, Brad. First time we got tonight. Yes!
It's 5 up there, they're doing nothing.
Better try and clear the up.
They've just picked up that far.
Into the West Midland Regional League now, and what a day last Saturday was. There were 6-1 wins for the top three: Wolverhampton Sporting Community, Tividale and Malvern Town, all winning 6-1. Sent a bit of a signal to the rest, don't you think? We have highlights from the West Midland League. Absolutely thrilled to do so. And I'm going to start off with a Hereford derby. It was between Wellington and Hereford Lads Club. And here are the goals.
It's good challenging, boys. Oh, that's a penalty. That was a stupid challenge, to be fair, whoever that was. Not sure that was. And not the best challenge at all. Looks like it was Nick, by the looks of it.
Come on!
So it's been a slow start by the boys. 14 gone. And a penalty to Lads Club. Oh, and he's missed it. Got off with that one. Player at the post with that one. So 15 or 14 gone. It's still 1-0. Lads Club 0. We haven't got started at all this game so far. Come on, Josh. Unlucky, mate. Oh. Played Andy. Nice touch, Norm. Oh, good turn, Josh. That's the ball. Go on, Norm. Go on, Norm. Yes, Norm. Brilliant. Good counter-attacking football there. First bit of football we played since we got started this game. 22 minutes gone. It's 1-1. Lads Club 0. Slightly fortunate, I would say, to be ahead. But as we said last week, it's goals that win your games, not possession and chances missed. Clearly forget the free kick there in the first half, which was 10 yards away from where the free kick should have been given. So I was in the back, surely, ref. Good tackle. Oh, you're having a laugh. Well, I'm pretty sure he got his foot on that ball then before he went over his leg. So Jack should get booked for that, looks of it. Well, I'm not convinced that was a penalty, to be honest. I'm pretty sure Jack got his foot to the ball. I might be wrong. But here's Lads Club's second penalty of the game.
Keep your head, Jack.
And that's the equaliser. It's probably over the hole they deserve. 63 minutes gone. It's now Wellington 1, Lads Club 1. Well done. Oh, fucking hell. 86 minutes gone. Wellington 1, Lads Club 2. Obviously a fluke of a shot, but unfortunately it's dropped in the back of the net.
At the bottom of the West Midland Regional League Premier Division, Wellington Amateurs have started to pick up points. They've had an influx of new players, and it started to show with results on the park. They travelled last weekend to Ellesmere Rangers. Here are the highlights.
Johnny! Win it! Win it! Channel!
Back in, Charlie, centre off! Jake, be aware.
Get up, get up. Wait. Yes. Come on, left. Yeah. Winners. Get up. Time. Man on. Now. Stand in. Stand in. Come on. Back, lad. Inside.
Joby saw it coming, man.
Go on, Amwa.
Delay.
Yes, mate. Squeeze. Time. Yes, team. Man on.
Stay with the 8, Matty, stay with the 8, don't go to the ball, stay with the 8.
Move it quick. Left shoulder's on. Left shoulder's on. Well done there. Sit.
Relax, Dom, relax. Breathe.
Everybody chance. Pull, pick up. Get in there. Time. Move. Right. Yes, he's got it. Yes. Bullers. Hey. Second. Push the back. First time.
It's got to be wider.
And again. Yes, up!
Come on, Elsewhere! We pass it in!
Hey, one more!
Oh, nice! Well, that's what. Sometimes the insurance is more than the car. Yeah.
Delay him! Yeah, play! Move away! Right! What we go? Yes, one more! Second! Wait! Good lad. Make it! Oh! Oh! Squeeze! Good, free run! Free run! Good! On me! Get out! On your shoulder! On his touch! On me! Runners! Away, Bosh! Will, do something, Will!
Yeah, man, on. Go. Yeah, home. Set. Yes. Come here. Yes. Yes. Tackle. Deliver. Oh. Charlie! Get up. Hold! Key! Oh no! Inside if you need. Yes, come on, yes. Good. Corner. Get around him, Dan. Yes, Bals, can you help? Him. Bals, can you help? One more. Move it. Move the ball, man on.
Good ball.
This weekend in the Premier Division, game of the day has to be third placed Malvern Town at home to the leaders Wolverhampton Sporting Community. Both winning 6-1 last weekend. Something has to give. On form, you would expect Wool Sporting to come out on top, but it's in Malvern. So it'll be interesting to see the result of that one. Into Division 1 of the West Midland Regional League. Newport Town were the big winners last weekend. Not only in terms of the result, they had a 7-2 win over Bromyard Town. Ed James with a hat-trick, but that gave them top spot in the division. And this weekend, they feature in my game of the day because they are travelling to the Paycare ground to take on Darliston Town 1874. And I reckon that should be a cracker of a game. Newport in great form there. Into Division 2 of the West Midland Regional League. And Tyrone Atkinson scored 4 as the league leaders Seek Hunters beat AFC Bridgenorth Development 9-0. And there was an 8-goal thriller as well as Gornal Colts beat AFC Billbrook 5-3. This weekend, the leaders Seek Hunters travel to AFC Billbrook, while my game of the day is Wolverhampton United, and they're at home to Gornal Colts. Now, next week, the show will be coming from the Coppice Collier ground, and that's home of Heath Hayes. Looking forward to that one. As usual, send your clips in to us, please. The more the merrier. It's been great to have some new contributors this week. The address is content@jumpers.football. But please keep sending them in and keep telling people where the show is now. We're here on YouTube every week, and the more viewers we get, the more likely we are to grow the programme and keep it going. Goal of the week, goal of the season. What else can I leave you with but that absolutely astonishing finish from Danny Dubidat for Alvechurch. Danny, my cap is well and truly doffed. Until next week, ta-ra.
Go Charlie! Go Charlie!